So the first exercise we're going to do to re-lengthen the quads and hip flexors is foam rolling the quads. So you're going to need a roller on the ground, and this is a little bit awkward to get into, but as you get it, it works wonders. So you're going to start by going one leg straight with the roller on your quad, and the other knee is up for support. So I'm really managing my body weight with my hands, my knee, and my foot. Then from this position, you're going to sink your hips into the roller and roll all the way up to the top of the hip and all the way to the top of the knee. If you find a spot that's particularly tender, like right here for me, hold that spot and lift the leg and do a few knee bends. And you notice that knot will just start to melt away. Again, you can't put your whole weight into it. You want to make sure you stay relaxed, but this is a very effective way to manage or to re-lengthen the hip flexors and quads if you do a lot of sitting. Second exercise we're going to do to re-lengthen the hip flexors is a rocking hip flexor stretch. So you're probably going to want a mat. You're going to go one knee down, keeping everything nice at 90s, and you're going to think about being tall. So the cue for this one is pretend you have a glass of water on your head, try not to spill it. You're going to think about squeezing your abs just a little bit, tucking your tail just a little bit, and then rocking the hips forward, holding for 2, and rocking back. You'll notice that it's not a big movement. The place where people go wrong doing hip flexor stretches is usually trying to get the most range of motion out of it, and it all comes from the low back. We want to think about staying nice and tall, abs are on, and the movement is all coming from the hips. Then the last step is we need to re-strengthen the hip flexors. So you want something for balance. This can be a wall, door frame, rack, whatever. But we're really focused on getting strength in that top range of motion in the hip flexors. So standing nice and tall, weights all on one leg. You're going to think about lifting this knee all the way up as high as you can, keeping this leg straight, holding for 2, and then coming back down. So it doesn't look like much, but I'm really trying to get that squeeze at the top of the hip flexors and get that full range of motion at the bottom. If your hip flexors are pretty strong and doing reps with body weight isn't challenging for you, you can just put the dumbbell on the top of the knee, kind of hold it here to give you extra resistance at the top, but this exercise is deceiving, so start body weight first to begin with.